The story begins with a boy named June, who was experiencing his first day at college. Although he possessed everything in life, he still felt an emptiness. In contrast, there was Suhan, whose life was very different from June's. Suhan worked part-time jobs to support himself, and the female lead, Sobin, was very studious but never managed to get good grades. In class, Suhan was found sleeping on the bench in front of June, so June woke him up to save him from being scolded by the teacher. At that moment, June accidentally spilled coffee on Suhan's shoes. June began apologizing to Suhan, but Suhan stopped him and focused on the attendance instead. After class, June apologized again. When Suhan saw June's expensive watch, he asked him for dollars to clean his shoes. Just as June was about to hand over the money, Suhan commented that June was really an ATM machine, and said it was a mistake on both sides, so there was no need to pay. On her first day at college, Sobin prayed to God for a good roommate. As soon as she opened her eyes, a classmate stood in front of her and introduced herself as a second-year design student, then asked Sobin to carry her suitcase too. Later, June went to buy juice for his friends and saw Suhan working part-time at the store. June tried to talk to him, but Suhan told June to leave, as people outside were waiting for his credit card. June smiled and left. The following day at college, Sobin opened the staff room door, slipped, and fell on June. He caught her and Sobin apologized. The juniors were preparing for an overnight trip. On the assistant teacher's suggestion, Sobin was appointed as the junior leader, and Suhan was also going as a leader. During the trip, Sobin kept looking at June because of her part-time job, and June noticed her as well. In the evening, a student fainted from excessive drinking. Sobin came forward to help and told Suhan that she would take care of the student, but Suhan didn't listen and took the student himself. June, who was also there, raised an eyebrow and said he wasn't sure who needed medical attention more: the student, or Subin, who kept staring at him like he was the last Macron on the plate. He then asked Subin why she always looked at him, and whether she had a crush on him. Sobin made an excuse that someone was calling him and left. Later, when Sobin saw Suhan cleaning, she told him that everyone would clean together in the morning, but Suhan didn't agree. Sobin asked him if she could ask a question. Suhan asked why she asked so many questions. Sobin replied that she had a habit of overthinking, and that she thought so much her head felt like it would explode. Sobin asked if he remembered her emailing him the previous year, and mentioned that he didn't reply even once. Suhan said he never received any email. Meanwhile, June got into a fight with his senior. Sobin arrived and pushed the senior away. The senior tried to hit her, but Suhan intervened, saved her, and told her to take June away. Sobin treated June's wounds and asked him if he could quit his part-time position, as she wanted to work as a researcher with the teacher. June replied that he would leave the position if she promised to become his good and true friend. Sobin agreed and said she would try her best. Meanwhile, Suhan found Sobin's emails in his spam folder. The next day, Suhan told Sobin about the emails and apologized for not being able to help with her studies the previous year, then left. June approached Sobin and told her that she had to go bungee jumping with him. Sobin replied that she was afraid of heights. June said that she would never overcome her fear if she kept being scared. Sobin made excuses again, so June said that if she didn't go bungee jumping with him, she wouldn't get the part-time job. He left after that. In the next scene, Subin went jumping with June. June told her to jump, but Subin refused, so June picked her up and jumped. Suhan watched them from a distance. After the trip, June thanked Suhan, saying that without him he would have been beaten. Suhan replied that he didn't do him any favors and began to leave. June asked if he had helped that day for Suhan's sake. Suhan stopped. June told him that he was only talking nicely out of pity, and that Suhan wasn't worthy of it because he was so arrogant. Suhan said it was good that June had taken off his mask so quickly. Then Sobin arrived and she got angry and asked June if he wanted to give her the researcher job or not. June told her to trust him and that he wouldn't make her angry. Sobin didn't believe him. Then June took her to the office and told the assistant that he didn't want the researcher job. Sobin felt relieved. Sobin's new roommate, Mihu, arrived. She was a good friend of Sobin, but Mihu didn't get along with Young. At college, Sobin approached the professor about the part-time job. The professor warned that if her work wasn't good, he would replace her. Sobin responded confidently that she wouldn't give him a chance to complain. Later, June's seniors entered his room forcefully and took advantage of the household comforts. They acted like they were testing out furniture for a luxury hotel review channel. June didn't like it. The next day at college, June told Sobin that he kept his promise and asked when she would keep hers. Sobin asked what he wanted, reminding him that they were good friends. June asked her, as his good friend, to tell him what she knew about him. Sobin replied that he was very popular and behaved differently from others. June started flirting with her, and both went to class together. June sat with Suhan, so Suhan got up and sat elsewhere. The teacher grouped June and his senior friends with Suhan. After class, Suhan asked Sobin if she could join their team as he needed someone trustworthy. Sobin began considering it. June also persuaded her to join. During the presentation meeting, everyone voted for Sobin to become the group leader. She was not happy about it but eventually accepted. Later, June received a call from his mom, and it became clear that his parents always compared him to his older brother. June kept trying to please them, but they were never satisfied. On the other hand, Suhan was stressed about his increasing expenses since he had to take care of his mother and younger brother. At the next meeting, only June, Sobin and Suhan were present. Suhan was angry because June's friends weren't participating. Sobin offered to handle their work since she was the leader. Suhan disliked that and started to leave. June taunted him, which made Suhan even angrier, and he told Sobin not to include him in the group and left. June assured her that he would bring Suhan back, and both followed him outside. Outside, Jin's seniors were harassing Suhan. Jin tried to stop them, but one senior pushed him, triggering memories of his childhood. When the senior raised his hand at Suhan, Jin shouted at them to talk to Suhan calmly if they had a problem. Afterwards, Sobin applied medicine to Suhan and convinced him to rejoin the group. Meanwhile, June's older brother came to pick him up. Their parents had arranged a small get-together. June wore hair extensions to avoid embarrassment about his hairstyle. His aunt remarked that June didn't get admission to CEO University, which embarrassed his father. After the event, June's dad raised his hand at him for mentioning the college in front of the relatives. June's mom said she wished she hadn't given birth to him. As June was leaving, his mom told him not to let anyone know his dad hit him. June agreed and left. On the way back, an argument broke out between the two brothers. Jin's brother told him that he had no place in the family and that their parents wouldn't care whether he was around. Jin was deeply hurt and got off midway. He went to a salon to dye his hair to his mom's liking. But on the way, he called his friends and went drinking. After drinking, Jun called Suan and asked him to join. When Suan refused, Jun said that he would kill himself if he didn't come. Suan was shocked to hear that and called Sobin for help. Sobin searched for Jun and eventually found him. Upon seeing her, Jun cried and asked if she could like him. Sobin told him that she liked someone else. Hearing everything, Jun fainted. Suhan arrived and carried him on his back to his house. On the way, Jun vomited on Suhan's jacket. Suhan dropped him home and, after cleaning his jacket, went to drop Sobin at her hostel. He told Sobin not to tell Jun that he had dropped him home. The next morning, when Jun woke up, he couldn't figure out how he got home, though he remembered being with Sobin. As soon as he reached college, he asked Sobin whether he did anything wrong the previous night. Sobin was about to tell him about the vomiting incident, but quickly cut the call. Jun checked his phone's call log, saw Suhan's name, felt surprised, and immediately ran toward college. At college, when Jun tried to apologize to Suhan, he hurt his voice and started running away, avoiding Jun completely. At lunchtime, Jun asked Sobin who took him home the previous night. Sobin stayed silent. From her expression, Jun figured out that it was Suhan. He asked Sobin whether she liked someone. Sobin didn't name the person but told him that she liked someone who was always with her. Then they went to see the sunset, and Sobin spoke about the person she liked without revealing his name. Jun told her to make him her guru, her love guru. Sobin agreed and accepted him as her guru. Meanwhile, Suhan searched for a house where his brother could study comfortably, but the rent was too high. So Suhan began looking for part-time jobs. Later, Sobin and Jun went shopping and bought a dress. Jun noticed that Sobin always wore a bracelet, possibly a gift from her best friend. On the way back, Jun asked her why she couldn't like him, as if he were a limited edition item and she had just walked past it on sale. Sobin replied that he should stop joking and said many girls already liked him, so she didn't want to stand in that line. Jun went home and thought about Sobin. Then he met Sobin's best friend and learned that his girlfriend was coming the next day. Jun messaged Sobin suggesting she confess to her friend. After the presentation meeting, Jun thanked Suhan for his help. Suhan asked how he knew it was him, and whether Sobin had told him. Jun replied that he left his DNA sample in the washroom, and from that bowl he figured it out. Suhan told Jun that he was wasting his time on him and left. Later, Sobin bought candles to decorate her friend's house. Jun didn't like this and stared at her bracelet. Sobin told him that her best friend gave it to her when she was 8 years old. She decorated her friend's house, and when the doorbell rang, she opened the door to see a girl, which scared her and made her want to leave. On the way out, Sobin met her best friend Chan, who asked whether she had come to meet him. Sobin said she came to meet June. In a flashback, it was shown that Sobin's parents got divorced, which made her sad. At that time, her best friend gave her the bracelet. In the present, Sobin cried. June told her she could use him to burn her best friend or even to forget him. Sobin asked why he was helping her so much. June said he couldn't bear seeing her in that condition. Sobin agreed, and as soon as June heard her say yes, he broke the bracelet from her hand. Meanwhile, Chan was secretly watching June's house to see Sobin. When June and Sobin arrived, June told Chan that she was his girlfriend. Chan's face fell when he heard this. Later, June went to drop Sobin at her hostel. Chan called Sobin, but June took the phone and cut the call. Sobin asked him why he did that. June said that from that moment he was her boyfriend, and believed he deserved that right. In another scene, one of Sobin's classmates informed him about a part-time job. Suhan gave an interview and got selected, but later learned that Young was the one who arranged it. Suhan refused to take the job. That evening, Young asked him why he did that. Suhan replied that Young had accepted a favor from someone for his sake, and he didn't want his friend to be indebted to anyone. The next day, Suhan's younger brother Sam visited his college. While looking at Mihyu, he bumped his foot and fell. To avoid embarrassment, Sam started doing push-ups. At the same time, Suhan and June were wearing similar clothes. June pointed this out, so Suhan removed his jacket. June joked that they were also wearing matching pants and told him to remove those too. Suhan started to leave and June followed him. Suhan told June he was wasting his time. June said that if Suhan wanted to get rid of him, he had to feed him that day. Just then they heard girls screaming. Suhan turned around and saw his brother doing push-ups. When Sam began to take off his shirt to impress the girls, Suhan rushed in, stopped him and dragged him away. Later, Suhan brought food for June and his brother. While eating, June noticed how caring Suhan was toward his brother and felt a little jealous, realizing he didn't have anyone to care for him like that. Suhan then got up and left the table. Sam noticed June's watch and asked about it, so June gave it to him. Before leaving, June asked Suhan if he could call him, but Suhan refused. At the presentation meeting, the seniors didn't do any work, so everything fell onto Suhan and Sobin. June offered to help Suhan, but Suhan reminded him that he was a junior and couldn't handle such tasks. Tion asked Suhan to trust him once. Sion gave him the responsibility. While Suhan was working, 3 seniors came to the store and started bullying him. Young arrived and taught them a lesson. Later, Suhan found a large amount of money from Sam at home. He asked where it came from. Sam said he sold something that he had received for free. Suhan scolded him and demanded to know what it was. Sam, with the confidence of someone who just discovered online resale, told him everything. After that, Suhan went to June's house and said he would return the favor he owed him soon. June replied that money didn't matter to him, and that he could buy the same watch again. Suhan asked what he could do to repay the debt. June told him to pick up the phone when he called and to treat him like a younger brother. Later, Chan met Sobin and told her that June did everything on purpose because he knew Chan's girlfriend was coming that day. Sobin said she believed June couldn't lie, and walked away. On her way home, she wondered whether June really did everything intentionally. To clear her doubt, she asked to meet him. When they met, she asked June directly whether he knew Chan's girlfriend was coming that day. June said he did know and couldn't watch her run after someone like a crazy person. Sobin felt betrayed and ended their friendship. June called Suhan and admitted he had hurt someone's feelings and wanted everything to return to the way it was. Suhan told him to go to the person he had hurt and speak the truth. June went to Sobin and confessed that he did it because he wanted to find a place in her heart and couldn't bear to see her chasing someone else. He apologized, and Sobin forgave him. Suhan fainted at the construction site and was admitted to the hospital. When June called, the nurse informed him about Suhan's condition, so June rushed to the hospital. When Suhan regained consciousness, he saw June and asked how he got there. June explained everything. Suhan teased that June was his girlfriend who kept calling. June said he had just wanted to thank him because his advice worked. Suhan scolded him and told him to leave. Meanwhile, Sobin wondered what to reply now that she knew June liked her. The next morning, June brought food to the hospital for Suhan but learned that he had been discharged. Suhan went to his part-time construction job where he was fired because they didn't want to hire students. He received a call from his mom and Suhan reassured her that he would take full responsibility for Sam's studies. At the same time, June messaged his older brother, asking for company information for his project. The next day, June went to collect the company data. His brother told him that in return Jun shouldn't attend the next get-together. Later, Jun met Sobin. She said she wanted to answer his question. Jun placed a hand on his chest and asked her to wait so he could breathe. Sobin told him she was happy to hear his feelings, but she didn't fully know him. Jun asked whether she wanted to know him. Sobin nodded and said she wanted to learn about him little by little, not because she liked him but because she was curious. Jun happily agreed and promised to share one thing about himself every day. After class, Jun met Suhan and asked why he wasn't answering his calls. He handed him the project file. Suhan accepted it and gave Jun some dollars. Jun asked where the money came from and jokingly asked if he had sold a kidney. Suhan explained that he repaid the money Jun had spent on his hospital bill and didn't owe him anything now. Jun reminded him that he was forgetting something. Suhan took out his diary and told Jun he would repay the cost of the watch soon. Jun asked how he would repay the emotions he had invested. Suhan said nothing and left. Jun shouted after him, insisting he wouldn't be able to get rid of him so easily. The next day, Sobin arrived at college and everyone stared at her because they believed she and Jun were dating. A girl came up to her, insulted Jun's choice and mocked their relationship. Feeling upset, Sobin called Jun and asked whether he had spread the rumor since Chan wouldn't do it. Jun got angry and accused her of still taking Chan's side and blaming him. He said that even if someone had spread the word, it wasn't a lie because they really were dating. Then he walked away. Meanwhile, Jin's seniors asked him to leave Suhan's team and join theirs. Jin refused, so the seniors made a revenge plan against him and Suhan, and they stole Suhan's diary. Jin called Sobin and heard her crying. When he asked her why she was crying, she disconnected the call. Jun searched for her across the campus, and when they finally met, he was about to wipe her tears, but Sobin told him not to touch her. Jun asked if someone said something to her. Sobin told him she didn't want to be friends anymore and explained that since he came into her life, things had become more difficult. Jun felt deeply hurt and asked if she truly meant it. Sobin said they should live as strangers from now on so that their lives didn't trouble each other. Jun left without saying anything. Even the wind outside felt dramatic, like it had watched one too many breakup scenes in Kdramas. He remembered his mother's words, telling him that he brought problems into others' lives. Later, Jun was with his seniors and discovered Suhan's diary in one of their bags. He quietly took it out. Around that time, Suhan called him and invited him to dinner. Jun quickly went, but Suhan told him to eat alone. While there, Jun saw Suhan being harshly scolded by his boss. After dinner, Suhan told Jun that he had seen the difficult situation he was in and asked him not to come anymore, explaining that seeing Jun reminded him how helpless he was and how he couldn't afford things for himself or for his brother. Jun asked if Suhan had invited him just to push him away from his life. Suhan replied that they could never be friends. Jun said Suhan always repeated that line and then he walked away. At night, Jun looked at Suhan's diary. The next day, his friends asked him to rejoin the group and he agreed. Jun also encouraged Sobin, who then asked her professor why she was fired. The professor admitted that he never liked her from the beginning and didn't want to work with her. Hearing this, Sobin felt relieved that it wasn't her fault. Meanwhile, Jun's seniors created a scene at Suhan's workplace. Jun got a message and rushed over only to find Suhan had been fired. Suhan even pleaded with his boss, but the man refused to listen. Jun recorded everything on video. Suhan sat in a corner crying after losing his job. Jun started to leave quietly, but Suhan called him from behind, apologized and confessed that he had intentionally called Jun to the restaurant because he felt pity for him and thought it might make him happy. But it didn't. Jun didn't reply and left. Back in his room, Jun lay down thinking about why the people around him always seemed to have issues with him. At college, Mihu started sketching Suhan. She liked him. When someone showed Mihu a picture of Sobin and Jun, she was shocked to learn they were dating. She went to the hostel and told Young, and both of them looked at Sobin. Then they told her everyone in college was talking about her and Jun. Sobin was embarrassed and hid her face. That night, she reflected on her fight with Jun and thought she had said too much. She decided to apologize in the morning. The next day, Sobin met Jun and gave him a flower. She said she wanted to express what the flower's name meant. Then she ran away. Jun excitedly searched the flower's meaning online and learned that it symbolized love and forgiveness. He found Sobin's way of proposing quite strange and wondered who proposed like that. Shortly after, Sobin told him to join their team and said she would wait for him. Then she left. Jun's seniors teased Sobin and asked her to hand over Jun's study material. Hearing this, she started crying. Then Jun arrived and saved her from the seniors. He told them he didn't want to be on their team. After that, June and Subin went to Suhan to work on their project together. Because June's video had gone viral, Suhan got his job back. Later, June and Sobin decided to date each other. June took her to the place where she had faced many hardships as a child. Sobin was fearful, so June confronted her fear directly to help her overcome it. Afterward, she felt a sense of relief. In the next scene, the seniors threatened Sobin and Suhan, warning them that if they didn't include them in their team, they would lie to the professor and say that Suhan intentionally removed them. But Suhan, June and Sobin went to the professor without fear and presented their project. The professor appreciated it. Afterward, the seniors falsely accused Suhan of removing them and claimed credit for the project. However, the professor knew Suhan's intelligence and didn't believe the seniors. Outside the class, the three friends celebrated their presentation. Suhan tried to speak with June, but Jun said he didn't have time to talk. Suhan walked away. June was happy that he had finally found true friends. He and Sobin celebrated. Sobin had drunk too much and couldn't walk properly. June told her he was going to kiss her. When he went near, she closed her eyes. June stopped, but then Sobin kissed him. June was shocked by the kiss, and Sobin felt embarrassed and started walking to the hostel alone. Unable to walk straight, she was carried by June on his back. He told her to go inside. Sobin asked him why he kept distancing himself. June replied that it was better if she went inside. Sobin agreed and went to her room. Once she was safe inside, June called Suhan and asked him to call Young to confirm that Sobin reached her room. He promised he would meet Suhan if he did this. Suhan called Young and asked about Sobin. Young found her sleeping outside her room like a tired tourist who missed her Airbnb check-in. Meanwhile, June met Suhan as promised. Suhan showed his phone and asked if June had made that video. June said he had and asked if there was a problem. Suhan thanked him for the help and offered him dinner. June refused and said the thank you was enough, adding that it was refreshing to hear something new, as usually Suhan only told him to stay away. Suhan smiled. June remarked that he looked different when he smiled. Suhan understood that June was truly a friend. June was also happy to have real friends. The next morning, Sobin felt ashamed when she remembered what had happened, and wondered how she would face June. On the other side, June kept seeing her everywhere. Sobin shared the story with Mihu, who advised her to act normal around June as if nothing had happened. Later, Sobin met Chan on the way to college, and they laughed and joked. June saw them from a distance, felt jealous, and angrily approached Sobin, saying he needed to talk to her alone. He took her aside. Sobin laughed awkwardly, pretending nothing happened between them. She was about to confess her true feelings when June told her he liked her very much. Hearing that, Sobin smiled and confessed her love too. June hugged her tightly. During the college festival, the professor asked Suhan to sing at the booth. Suhan reluctantly sang, but his performance was off-key. June joined him on stage and sang beautifully while looking at Subin. Suhan sat next to Maihi to listen, and she told him he sang well. Suhan joked that if she liked his singing, she should visit an ENT specialist. Later, Suhan and June visited the girls' hostel where Young had arranged a birthday party for Suhan. Sobin and Young gave him a grand welcome. Though Suhan wasn't happy about his birthday and resisted everything, his friends insisted. At the end of the party, they played Truth and Dare. When Suhan's turn came, June asked how many real friends he had. Suhan said 2.5. June asked if he was the Suhan. 5. Suhan replied that June wasn't even 1. Then it was June and Subin's turn. Everyone asked if they were dating. Both nodded. After the party, Young told Suhan to let him know first when he started dating someone. Suhan said that day would never come. The next day, Sobin told June she was going to do research with Professor Yuan. Hearing his older brother's name, June stopped her from taking the job. Sobin asked why he said that, but June didn't answer. Sobin realized he was hiding something and sensed there was some connection between June and Professor Yuan. She tried to clarify, but June rudely dismissed her and walked away. At the festival stall, June's seniors told the customers that whoever drank the most would get a chance to spend time with June. Many girls came. June left. Then Sobin was forcefully brought to the stall as June's girlfriend. The girls started questioning her, and she was humiliated. A friend informed June, who rushed to the scene and exposed the seniors for their behavior. They started beating June violently. He fought back. One senior warned another that if their faces were seen in the video, the police would get involved. Frightened, they fled. June took Sobin's hand and walked away. He told her that she had wanted to know his story and said that he had been beaten up by friends all his life. He asked if she still wanted to be with someone like that. Sobin started cleaning his wounds. then June kissed her. Young told Suhan on the phone about the fight between June and the seniors. Worried, Suhan went to the college and met the seniors. The senior began misbehaving with Suhan, so in response, Suhan punched him hard and walked away. Meanwhile, June asked Sobin to apply ointment to his face. Sobin acted coy at first but then agreed and told him not to get into such fights again. She added that next time the seniors touched him she would pull their hair out. June got annoyed and asked why she would touch their hair, saying she could only touch his hair. Sobin affectionately stroked his hair. When June fell asleep, she quietly left his house. June woke up to the sound of her leaving and checked his phone. He saw 3 missed calls from Suhan. When he called back, Suhan asked if he was all right. June asked if he had made 3 calls just to ask that. Suhan replied that he was glad to know June was fine and then ended the call. The next day, a call came to Sobin's phone from an unknown number, which turned out to be June's brother. June's expression changed. After the call ended, June told Sobin that Professor Yuan was his older brother and that he hated him more than anyone else in the world, which was why he didn't want her working with him. When she asked why, Jen said that his brother used to beat him until he fainted when they were kids, and even now, remembering those times made his soul tremble. Seeing his pain, Sobin tried to comfort him. Miju asked Suhan for his number but he refused. Miju left. Young then asked Suhan why he hadn't given his number. Suhan said he didn't have time for such things. In the next scene, Jun Sr. asked if he could stay at Jun's place for a few days. Jun refused, saying he already had a roommate. When the senior asked for the roommate's name, Jun mentioned Suhan. At college, the senior who had previously hit June warned him that the police would contact him soon. He said that if he went to jail he would take Suhan down with him, since Suhan had hit him after their fight. June warned the senior to stay quiet if he wanted to protect himself. Later in class, the seniors accused June of lying about living with Suhan. Suhan was surprised to hear this, but supported June by confirming that they lived together. After class, June asked Suhan if he really stood up for him and even hit those seniors. Suhan asked why June lied about the roommate. June said he did that because no one would dare to stay with him if they knew Suhan lived there. Suhan then received a call from Sam, who said their mom needed surgery due to stomach pain. Though worried, Suhan stayed calm and told his brother to focus on studies and that he would handle everything. Meanwhile, Chan confessed his feelings to Sobin. She told him it was too late as she liked someone else. Hearing this, Chan apologized. Sobin took a dropout form, wanting to leave his studies midway since he needed money for his mother's treatment and couldn't focus on work due to academic pressure, leading to less income. Sam came to college to meet Suhan and took June's help to find him. June took him to the cafeteria where Suhan worked. There, Sam discovered that Suhan was living in the staff room to save rent. Seeing his brother's condition, Sam said he wanted to quit his own studies to help. Suhan responded by telling Sam not to leave his education, saying both their mom and Sam were more important than his own studies. Sam said nothing and left. Outside, he told June everything. June then gave Sam money for the operation. Over the phone, Sam told Suhan that he borrowed money from a friend. Suhan realized the friend was June. The professor, seeing Suhan's situation, took him to lunch and explained that people shouldn't carry the burden of worries alone and should accept help, as it makes struggles easier. Later, Suhan called June and thanked him for the help, but also told him not to help next time. He said the pain of poverty was not being able to fulfill the needs and wishes of the one you loved. June replied that despite having everything, he felt like he had nothing. Suhan said he didn't know when his troubles would end. June comforted him, saying they would eventually. June also shared that his mom abused him, and Suhan said such words shouldn't be taken to heart because people like that were broken inside. Before leaving, Suhan told June that he never hated him. The next day, Mihu confessed her love to Suhan, but he declined. He quit his cafeteria job. June met Subin, who noticed Suhan's diary in June's bag. When he said it was Suhan's, Subin began reading it. They saw that the diary entry for that day said everything was over. June feared that Suhan might attempt suicide. Just then, June received a message saying Suhan had transferred $1 million. He called Suhan in panic. Suhan was standing in front of June's house with bags. When June arrived, he asked where Suhan had been. Seeing the bags, he realized Suhan had left the staff room. June then proposed they make his earlier lie a truth and become real roommates. Suhan apologized, saying he couldn't say no because he had nowhere else to go. June tried to make him feel at home and treated him like family. Gradually, Suhan also began feeling comfortable. In the next scene, Sobin saw Professor Yuan watching the video of June fighting the seniors. The professor asked her if she knew about the incident. Sobin replied that June was protecting her. The professor then asked what she thought about June. She said she already knew that he and June were brothers. The professor was surprised and asked how she knew. She replied that June had told her. While heading to class, a senior came to Sobin and apologized, saying the others also wanted to apologize. He took her to a cabin. Inside, Sobin didn't feel right because the other seniors weren't there. The senior gave her something to drink and recorded a prank video which went live online. Coincidentally, June found out about the video and rushed to the cabin. When he called Sobin, the senior grabbed her phone and held her from behind. June entered and punched the senior. He kept hitting him until the senior begged for mercy with folded hands. Seeing this, June remembered his childhood and stopped, then tried to comfort Sobin. But the senior attacked June from behind, leading to a fierce fight. Young arrived and helped. The senior was handed over to the police. That evening, June's older brother visited and asked why he didn't fight back. June told him that the beating by the seniors was nothing compared to what he had suffered from him, reminding him how he had beaten him unconscious without any sympathy. He refused to listen and got out of the car. Suhan's favorite professor arranged a trip for everyone. During a game, Suhan asked the professor if any moment had changed his life. The professor said that when he was in college, his girlfriend left him. He cursed her for years but later learned she left because of her illness. That taught him how truth can break you. June remembered his own childhood. He once asked his brother to help get the trophy, but his brother couldn't reach it. He told June he would talk to their dad in the morning, but when June woke up, his face was covered in bruises. His brother was beside him and told him from now on he was an orphan with no parents. June cried loudly. Later, he saw his brother also crying. He then remembered that it was actually his father who used to beat him. June went to his brother and asked why he had lied all those years. He wondered why his brother hadn't told him the truth to protect him. His brother apologized, saying that was the only way he could cope. June thanked him. His brother dropped him home with a smile. At home, June found Suhan already there. After June left earlier, everyone had become worried and returned from the trip. Suhan asked if he had spoken to his brother properly. June told him everything. Suhan said things would be fine between them soon. June smiled and said he wished that day would come soon. The next day, Subin came and sat beside him, and June held her hand so everyone would know they were together. After class, Mihu asked Suhan to talk alone. June signaled Suhan to listen to her once. Suhan went with her. Mihu told him she knew he liked Yang and assured him she wouldn't come between them. She asked if he wanted to know why she liked him. He said he did, but didn't know if he even deserved to. Mihu said that when they first met, her cane fell and he acted like nothing had happened. That behavior made her fall for him. She thanked him for coming into her life. Suhan apologized for not being able to give anything in return. Meanwhile, June was heading home with Sobin when he saw his mother at the door. Surprised, he introduced her to Sobin. At home, he asked his mother why she came, whether it was to scold him again or remind him he didn't deserve to live. She got angry and said his brother wasn't answering her calls. She shouted, asking what he said to him. June shouted back, telling her to leave his brother alone. She started trembling. June noticed a wound on her hand and asked how she could live for years with an abusive husband. She told him to be quiet and left. In the evening, June called his brother and asked if he knew their dad had been abusive to their mom. His brother confirmed he did and said he had told their mom to leave long ago, but she refused. In the next scene, their dad told his driver about the video of June fighting his seniors. After listening to the video, June's father became angry and told the driver to bring June to him. Meanwhile, Sobin received a call from her mother after many years, so she went to meet her. She was upset and asked her mother how she remembered her after so long and what had happened now. Her mother apologized, but Sobin said she should be the one apologizing, because she had always valued her more than herself. She asked where her mother was when she cried every night remembering her. Without listening to any explanation, Sobin left. Later she met June, who asked how her meeting with her mother went. She told him everything. June comforted her and said everything would get better with time, and she should just give it some time. His reassurance gave Sobin some peace. Just then, June's father's driver approached him and said that his father had called him. June told Sobin that he was going home for a while because his father missed him. Sobin, who was working with Professor Yuan, mentioned to the professor that June had gone to meet his father. As soon as the professor heard this, he left his office and called his mother to check if she was home. When she said no, June's older brother rushed home. In a flashback, his brother had once warned their father never to touch June again. He'd told him to take out his anger on him instead and not even look at June. Back in the present, Jun's father, while watching the video of beating Jun, told Jun that his older brother had rejected Korea's top university to join Jun's school just to take care of him, and still Jun embarrassed him. Jun replied that he didn't even greet his brother at school. His father told him to leave school and return home, but Jun refused. Displeased, Jun's father dragged him to a room and locked the door. He then beat Jun with a trophy, the same one he used to use in Jun's childhood. At that moment, Jun's older brother arrived and ordered him to leave the room. Jun stepped out. His brother grabbed their father's collar and demanded to know if he was beating Jun behind his back. The father tried to explain, but the brother spoke harshly in their language. Outside, Jun's mother panicked, thinking her husband was now beating her elder son, so she called the police, saying her son was in danger. The police arrived and arrested Zon's father. Later, Sobin called Suhan and asked if Zon had come home. Suhan said no and promised to call her when he returned. Jun's brother came to drop him home. Jun asked what would happen to their father. The older brother said he would have to stay in jail now, and it would also affect Jun's image, so he advised him to be careful. He also apologized for not being able to protect him properly. Jun told him to live a normal life and then said goodbye. When Jun got home, he started crying because his entire world had turned upside down. Suhan tried to comfort him. Because of what had happened, Jun didn't leave the house for many days. At college, Suhan told Suhan that she was glad he was staying with Jun. At least someone was with him. Just then, Jun arrived and hugged Sobin tightly. Suhan smiled at the sight. Jun jokingly told Suhan that he was ruining their moment. Suhan said he came to give him notes. Sobin added that she also made notes for him and remarked that people loved the one whose notes they took. Jun didn't take either of their notes, so both gave him theirs anyway. Later, Suhan asked Jun why he cried after returning home. Jun said everything was fine at home, but seeing Suhan made him cry. So many problems had piled up in his life, and when they ended, a strange emptiness filled him. Suhan asked if he was feeling better now. Jun said yes, but reminded Suhan that he had seen him cry too. Suhan denied it and asked when he saw that. Jun changed the topic, saying he had seen him crying inside. Suhan accepted that. Meanwhile, a senior publicly apologized to Sobin in class and she forgave him. The teacher then divided the class into groups and told them to play Secret Santa. The same groups from before were used again. After class, everyone went for lunch and drew chits to see who their secret Santa was. From Suhan's overly helpful behavior, Jun was convinced either Suhan was his Santa or trying to clear karmic debt. The next day, Suhan helped Jun in every way to make his work easier. Jun knew Suhan was his Santa, but pretended not to know. Jun's father drank heavily and went to Jun's house to vent. Jun was frightened to see him, and his father barged in asking about his mother. Jun told him he still had time and should apologize to everyone. When the father tried to hit him, Jun grabbed his hand and told him he was not the same boy he used to hit. His father then stormed out angrily. Later, Jun's father called his older son to meet. At home, he told him that everything he had earned was through hard work and he had done it all for his family, to give them happiness. He said he wanted his wife to return because he loved her. But Jun's older brother didn't listen and told him he didn't deserve this family and now would face punishment alone. He admitted he should have told the father long ago that he had no family, but instead he had told Jun and gave him a lifetime of pain. The father warned that if the full truth came out, the brother's reputation at the university would be destroyed. But the brother said he didn't care. At the hostel, Sobin and Young missed Mihu because she had left both the hostel and the college. They drank while remembering her. Seeing Young upset, Sobin asked what was wrong. Young asked if it was possible that the person she liked could also like her. Sobin explained that she only needed to wait, and the right person would come to her in time. The next day, while planning their group presentation, Jun and Suhan argued in front of everyone. Jun wanted to present on the topic of youth while Suhan preferred a more realistic topic. Frustrated, Suhan walked out. Afterward, Sobin told Jun that he should consider Suhan's perspective, because struggles are also part of life and should be remembered. Jun smiled at her words. Sobin then asked if things wouldn't be awkward between Jun and Suhan at home. Jun said that although Suhan got angry easily, his anger didn't last long. Later at night, both of them wanted to talk but their egos stopped them. That night, Jun cooked something and the aroma woke Suhan. They had dinner together, but while discussing the assignment they fought again. The next day, Sobin found out and joked that they fought like a married couple. Jun didn't like that comment. Meanwhile, Sam gave Suhan his father's general sent by their mother and told him not to worry about her expenses anymore. He said Suhan should focus on his own life and do what he wants. In the group meeting, June suggested combining both concepts to show both the dark and bright sides of youth. Everyone agreed and started sharing their dark sides. When it was Jun's turn, he revealed that he had been physically abused by his father since childhood. After the meeting, Suhan asked if he was okay. Jun said he no longer cared about those things. Suhan said that no matter how deep the wound, it needed time to heal, and that Jun's wound was very precious. The next day, Jun proudly read his script in front of everyone. Suhan then asked how they would visually represent darkness. Everyone jokingly pointed at him and said he just needed to stand in front of the camera. Frustrated, Suhan frowned. While working on the project, everyone cooperated and their differences faded. That night, Jun loudly rehearsed his lines, disturbing Suhan's sleep. Suhan scolded him, but Jun didn't listen. On the day of the presentation, Jun represented the team excellently, and the professor praised their project the most. Everyone celebrated. Suhan suggested that everyone now reveal their secret Santas. Teasing Suhan, Jun said his Santa was terrible and hadn't done anything. Suhan responded that he did a lot for Jun and was still being accused. Jun smiled and said he was just joking. Everyone enjoyed the party. After the party, Sobin met Chan, who told her he was going for military service soon. She gave him a goodbye hug. Tears welled up in Chan's eyes, so he asked Sobin not to open her eyes until he counted to 3 and ran off to hide his tears. Elsewhere, Young confessed her feelings to Suhan, but he didn't respond. Young told him that if he ever liked a girl in the future, he should confess immediately, because what is lost often doesn't return. When Suhan asked if she was leaving, she said she wasn't leaving the place, just going a little away from him. Chan and Young shared their heartbreaks with each other. Suhan shared how much his father had struggled. He also said that his dream was to become a police officer like his father. Jun encouraged him, saying that even if he couldn't fulfill that dream, he could still write the ending of his own story. Hearing this, Suhan said Jun had matured a lot. Jun then asked if they could go on a trip during summer vacation. Suhan said he wanted to spend that time with his mother and would bring her to the city afterward. Jun felt sad hearing this. Suhan assured him their friendship would remain the same, and even after 2 months, it did. Subin didn't have anything impressive to add to her resume, but she had sweet memories. Young was studying to become a teacher at a university. Suhan sometimes secretly brought energy drinks. He still didn't have time for a relationship, but had started valuing his close friends, and that was the beginning of their real spring.